Hello to all. As we know that our government has been started unlocking country as well as states, but still educational institutes are closed and the students who are preparing or thinking to prepare for NET facing so many problems. So regarding this, Nuclean Biotech brings online lectures to motivate and increase their enthusiasm. So here we're gonna study first some key points and then discuss the questions. So let's begin with our first topic, that is the living world. So here are some snapshots, or we can say some keywords. So first, what is life? Life is a unique, complex organization of molecules that expresses itself through chemical reactions which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. The objects exhibiting growth, development, responsiveness, and other characteristics of but still are living. For example, mules, infertile humans, etc. Now, next is the identification. Now, identification is the finding of correct name and place of an organism in a system of classification. It is done with the help of keys. This is carried out by determining similarities with already known organisms. Now, next is the nomenclature. It is the science of providing distinct and proper names of organisms so that they can be easily recognized and differentiated from others. Now, next, what is classification? Classification is the placing of an organism or a group of organisms in categories according to a particular system which is based on certain easily observable but fundamental characters and in conformity with a nomenclature system. A hierarchy is maintained for these categories. Now, next, biochemical nomenclature. So, it is a system of classification developed by Carolus Linnaeus, a Swedish naturalist. According to this system, each organism is given only one name consisting of two words. The first word is the generic name, which designates the genus and is written with a capital letter. The second word represents the specific name, indicating the species, and is written with a small letter. Both words are written in italic or underlined. So, Linnaeus described 5,900 species of plants in his book Species Plantarum in 1753 and 4,326 species of animals in Systema Naturae in 758. Now, next point is systematics. So, systematics is the science that deals with the diversity of organisms and their comparative and evolutionary relationship and grouping of organisms at every level of classification, right from species to the kingdom. Now, next is what is taxonomy. So, all the organisms are classified into various groups based on their characteristics according to the principle of identification, nomenclature, and classification. So, this branch of study is known as taxonomy. Now, next key point is taxonomic hierarchy. So, it is also known as Linnaean hierarchy as proposed by Linnaeus. Is it is the classification of organisms in a definite sequence of categories. So these are also known as taxonomic categories. So so it can be arranged in descending order starting from kingdom and reaching up to species, or an ascending order from species to kingdom. Now next point is the taxon. So each taxonomic category is referred to as taxon, which is a unit of classification and represents any level of different grouping of organisms. So the common categories are species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, and kingdom. So let's discuss about them one by one. So first is a species. So a group of individuals with different uh, or similar morphological characteristics which are able to breed among themselves and produce their own kind. Now next is the genus, the first higher category above the species level. It is a group of species which are related and have fewer characters in common as compared to species. Now next is the family. It includes one or more related genera, differentiated from other related families by certain characteristic differences. Next is the order, an assemblage of families resembling one another in few characters. These characters are less similar as compared to characters of many genera placed in a family. Now next is the class. It includes one or more related orders. Now next is the phylum, or we can say this division. So it includes all organisms belonging to different classes having a few common characters. So next is the kingdom. It includes all organisms that share a set of distinguished common characters. Plants are put in plant kingdom while animals are included in animal kingdom. This is the highest taxonomic category. So the number of similar characters in the members of a group decreases from species to kingdom. That is, number of species are most similar while that of a kingdom share at least similar characters. Now next point is the taxonomical aids. So the techniques or the procedures and stored information that are useful in identification and classification of organisms are called taxonomical aids. Now here are some points. So let's define them one by one. First one is the monographs. This is the information on any one taxon. Now next is the manuals. These are the information for identifying species in an area. Now flora, this is the account of habitat and distribution of plants of a given area. And last is the catalog. These are the some other useful taxonomic aids. Now let's talk about some of the important taxonomic aids. Now first is the herbarium. So a collection of plants that usually have been dried, pressed and preserved on sheets for reference. So the largest herbarium of the world is at Kew, Kew. Now next is the botanical garden. It is a collection of living plants maintained for references. This is the largest botanical ground. Largest botanical garden is in Moscow. Now, most famous botanical garden is Royal Botanical Garden. Now, let's talk about the zoological park. These are the enclosed areas where animals are kept in open enclosures instead of cages. Now, these help to study wild animals and their food habits. These are also useful for exotic conservation through captive breeding of endangered animals. Now last is the museums. Museum is a place used for storage, preservation and exhibition of objects of natural history, art and objects of natural antiquities. These provide information not only about local flora and fauna but also of other areas. Now based on the key points, let's discuss some of the multiple choice questions. Now first question is, which two of the following given points are known as the twin characteristics of growth? The options are increase in mass, increase in number of individuals, cellular organization and cellular differentiation. So answer is increase in mass and increase in number of individuals. Now second question is, in plants growth occurs dash, whereas in animals it occurs dash. So the correct answer is second one. In plants growth occurs continuously, whereas in animals it occurs only up to a certain age. Now third question is, this statement, nothing lives forever yet life continues, illustrates the role of. The options are first embryogenesis, second morphogenesis, third replication, and fourth is the reproduction. So the correct answer is reproduction. The fourth question is, which of the following organism does not reproduce? The options are first mule, second worker bee, third infertile human female, and the fourth all of these. So the correct answer is all of these. Now fifth question is, which of the following statements regarding the response of living organisms to external stimuli is correct? So options are first, the external environment stimuli can be physical, chemical or biological. Second is, all organisms from the prokaryotes to the most complex eukaryotes can sense and respond to environment stimuli. And third is, consciousness and response to external stimuli is defining property of living beings. And fourth is the all of these. So the correct answer is fourth, all of these. Now sixth question is, a living organism is unexceptionally differentiated from a non-living structure on the basis of. The options are first reproduction, second growth and movement, third interaction with environment, and fourth responsiveness. So the here correct answer is fourth, responsiveness. Now seventh question is, which of the following sets does not contain defining characteristics of living organism? So the options are first growth and reproduction, second metabolic and cellular level of organization, third response to stimuli and consciousness, and fourth is the all of these. So the correct answer is first growth and reproduction. Eighth question is, dash is a branch of science dealing with identification, nomenclature and classification of organisms. So the options are first morphology, second anatomy, third ecology, and fourth is the taxonomy. So the correct answer is fourth, taxonomy. Ninth question is, first step in taxonomy is. Options are first description of the organism, second identification of the organism, third nomenclature of the organism, and the fourth classification of the organism. So the correct answer is second, identification of the organism. Now 10th question is, ICBN is. Options are first International Code of Biological Naming, second International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, third International Class of Biological Nomenclature, and the fourth International Classification of Biological Nomenclature. So answer is second, International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Now 11th question is, founder of binomial nomenclature was. Options are first Linnaeus, second Mendel, third Darwin, and fourth Lamarck. So the right answer here is first Linnaeus. Next 12th question is, most names in biological nomenclature of living organisms are taken from which language? So options are first Hindi, second Latin, third German, and fourth French. So the correct answer is Latin, second option. Now 13th question is, plants were given Latin name because it is a. Options are first simple language, second common language, third dead language, and fourth none of these. So the correct answer here is dead language. 14th question is select the correct option for biological names. Options are first, they are binomial, second, they are descriptive, third, they are universal, and the fourth is all of these. So the correct answer is last one, both all of these. Now the 15th question is the third name in trinomial nomenclature is. Options are first, species, second, subgenus, third, subspecies, and fourth, ecotype. So the correct answer here is third one, subspecies. Now 15th question is the main objective of plant taxonomy is. Options are first, to study the world's flora, second, to provide a method for identification and nomenclature, third, to provide Latin scientific names for every group of plants in the world, and fourth is all of these. So the correct answer here is for this question is all of these. Now 17th question is the main purpose for classification of organisms is to. Options are first, study geography, second, locate plants and animals, third, establish relationships amongst organisms, and fourth is the study of evolution. So the correct option is third, establish relationship among organisms. Now move on to some questions related on Carroll's Linnaeus. So first is who wrote Species Planetarium and provided a basis for the classification of plants. So you know the answer already. Uh, he is Carolus Linnaeus. Now second, Carolus Linnaeus belongs to Swedish. Now third, which of the books were contributed by Linnaeus? So there are the two books. First is the Species Planetarium and second is the Systema Naturae. And next question is Linnaeus described 5,900 species of plants in his book that is published in 1753 and 4,326 species of animals in his book which is published in 1758. So the answer is same, Species Planetarium and Systema Naturae. So if you have any question or any doubt related to this topic, you can message us on the WhatsApp number given on the screen. Thank you.